and maybe at the end of the show. Oh, hey, everybody, welcome to the Gardener's Workshop live shopping show. It is your friend in flowers, Lisa Mason Ziegler, and I just want to welcome all of you guys. And what do you think, y'all? We have a new set, and this is like 1/8 of it that you're actually seeing now. We are so thrilled about having this new set. And you know who built it all for us? And this is my third job with them. And we are just so grateful to the Closet Factory here in Hampton Roads. They just have done a great job for us. And I'm just giving a big old shout out to the Closet Factory of Hampton Roads. And we're just pleased as punch with all of that. And so this week, we are highlighting and celebrating in our effort to promote American Flowers Week. And we're going to be celebrating American grown flowers and the people who grow them, who are you guys, right? And so Susie Q is going to be demonstrating making some speed bouquets today. And we have a very special giveaway today for those in-app viewers. And remember, at the end of the show, I'll do a little live Q&A. So if you have questions, you can just put them in the comments, put @Lisa at the beginning, put your question. The team is picking those all up, and then they'll pick a few for me to answer at the end of the show. And friends, I just want to remind everybody that tomorrow, June 29th of 2024, is our free open farm and warehouse. Y'all, this only happens once a year. And the farm is amazing right now. I mean, that's why we picked June, right? Cool flowers are still kind of coming along, but the summer is blooming. And friends, I would just love for you to come. So here's the details. It's tomorrow, June 29th. It's in Newport News, Virginia, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It is free and open to the public. Anybody can come, and we welcome people literally from all over the country. It's very humbling for me, y'all, that people want to come see our little city flower farm. And so the warehouse, which is about 4 miles away, is also open. There's a continuous tour that goes on, and the last one starts at 1 p.m. And we are so thrilled to welcome Dave Dowling and Ellen Frost. They're both good friends, but they're both instructors of some of our online courses. So Dave will be here on the farm with me. You know, he's the peony man, the hydrangea guy. So he'll be talking over at those parts of the tour. And Ellen will actually be up at our warehouse doing flower arranging demonstrations, because, you know, she's a designer that only uses locally sourced flowers in her business for the last 15 years. And so the details are on our main website, and there's a yellow banner at the top of every page. If you just go to our website, it's the top of every page. And so, y'all, I wanted to share something with you guys. This is also Lightning Safety Awareness Week, June 23rd through 29th. Each year, and this was submitted by somebody in our community, one of us, I can't even hardly talk about it, that was struck. So we wanted just to help people realize that lightning is a reality, and about 1,000 people are struck every year in the United States, and someone was a pretty serious victim of that's amongst us. And just some tips. Harvesting and planting as a thunderstorm approaches is very dangerous. If the skies look threatening at your house, even if it's a distant rumble, and I know exactly, I mean, I am guilty of this, y'all. We live along the river. We'll hear it rumbling and we think, oh, it's across the river. Get to a safe place when that happens. Don't ignore the signs of a developing or an approaching storm, because you know, it's when you least expect it, stuff happens, right? All right. So thank you for making us aware of that. And I just want everybody to, and this is the time of year, it was literally thundering here last night. So housekeeping, please double check your email address and your phone number here in the app if you've registered, to make sure there's no typos in case we need to reach out to you about a shipping issue or a ship tracking ticket. Remember that here in the app only, seed-only orders ship for free, right? And then if you order products, doesn't matter how many, you will only pay $9.95. That means you can buy multiple items for the same low shipping price, and we ship to all 50 of the United States. Now, if you're joining us on social media, Facebook or Instagram, we are so glad you've dropped in. But what you need to know is that we have a phone app, and the experience is so much better. So you can actually just jump over to your phone's app store quickly and download the free app and come back over here, because in there are so many more features, like a favorites list that you can build. You can watch replays. You can shop 24/7 in there. But more importantly, you can register to participate in our free giveaway every week, and you can enjoy conversations with other viewers in the comments. So check that out, but we're happy to have you wherever you are. It's just so much different and better inside of the app. Now, every week we sell out of items during the live shopping show, and you might go to an item to put it in your cart, and it may say sold out or out of stock, get on the wait list. You might want to do that, because all that means is that you're going to get a notification when it gets put back in stock, and oftentimes the team is working behind the scenes to bring stock over from our big website over here to the app site. So check that out. And lastly, before we get started here, we love it if you're seeing people post the sunflower emoji in the comments. Those are people identifying themselves as the TGW family. Those are people that have taken our online courses. And when you take our online course, we just consider you family, and we really, really love it when you all do that. So today, we have a special giveaway. We have a special guest here too, y'all. So, the book, my book, The Cut Flower Handbook, and down here on the bottom, there's another person that had a big part in this, so come over here, Jessie. And so Jessie's here from Kansas. She's part of the team, and she was instrumental in actually helping this book to come to life, y'all. And so we are giving away a Cut Flower Handbook today as the giveaway, and both of us have signed it. And in fact, all the books ordered through the app will actually be signed by both of us. So Susie has it up. It says buy, but you're not buying the book, y'all. That's just putting you on the list that we will pull from at the end of the show, and hopefully you will be the lucky winner to get the Cut Flower Handbook. All right, so if you don't happen to win, you can still get a book if you'd like, friends. So this book is really a powerful resource tool. It's really easy. It features over 66 flowers. You can get right to the page. How do you start it? When do you cut it? How do you condition it? What variety should you grow? As well as the concept of a cutting garden. When you purchase the book from us, you also get, in addition, the PDF download, the flowers that didn't make the book. Y'all, there's never enough pages. And in fact, they gave me 16 extra pages after we submitted the manuscript, but we still couldn't fit them all. So you'll get that. So books ordered now through Sunday will be signed by both myself and Jessie. And so that'll be really special. So that'll be pretty exclusive, because Jessie's in Kansas and we're here. This just doesn't happen very often, right? So check that out. All right. So the book Vegetables Love Flowers is really not a book about growing vegetables, y'all. It's a book about why flowers are so important to vegetables, and just because of all the company that they attract to your garden, right? And so this book just really teaches you how you can drop a little cutting garden in your vegetable patch, how to maintain it, what to plant, when to cut it, and how to keep the flowers coming, but most importantly, how I garden and farm without using pesticides. So Vegetables Love Flowers is one of my favorites. There's actually diagrams in the back of the book. Oh, look, this is my favorite picture, y'all. That's my golden berry. And that's her sitting in a field of cover crop. She has a flower crown on. And that's just growing a healthy garden. That is the section of this book that I just find to be the most priceless. So that's Vegetables Love Flowers. This also comes with a video book study, and of course I signed that book also. And then, friends, the book that started it all, Cool Flowers. This is my 10-year anniversary. I still can't believe it's been 10 years. So Cool Flowers is your introduction to how to grow cool season hardy annuals. It's the whole concept, the stuff that our grandmas did, y'all. This is nothing, I did not make this up. And so this is how to grow cool season hardy annuals in your garden. It helps you to figure that out. I would love to sign one. And Cool Flowers also comes with a video book study. This book was actually written for the home gardener, but it is easily applicable to a flower farm where you just do it bigger, right? So Cool Flowers, totally love that. And I sign all of the books. So I want to talk a little bit and make everybody aware that this is American Flowers Week. And what people just really, most of us, because I didn't know about this either, and this is a movement that was really begun by Deborah Prinzing of Slow Flowers back in 2015. And it's the week of June 28th through July 4th, and it happens every week. And there's all, like 2 weeks ago, they had a big conference, you know, where all these growers and designers get together. And it's about spreading the awareness of the availability and the overall beautiful amazingness of domestically grown flowers. And I'm just going to give y'all just a really little sample here. So this is not a flower that we see too often grown from seed by people. And I don't grow it from seed either, y'all. I grow these from plugs. This is Lisianthus. And this is so incredibly beautiful. And if you could see the Lisianthus that gets shipped into commercial customers like florists, you would know why. You know this is beautiful, but you can't imagine how this is 10 times better. That's what domestic, locally grown flowers are all about, right? So most people don't also know that there is over like $10 billion a year of cut flowers sold in the United States. That's with a B, y'all. This is big business. This is not something small. And currently, about 80% of those flowers are actually imported from other countries, primarily South America, and people just don't even realize that. And it didn't used to be that way. Back in the 60s and the 50s, there was a shift for a lot of different, not very good reasons. It went from people growing in this country and it was outsourced to other countries, and it was because importing became so cheap. And it put most of the farmers in this country out of business. But y'all, we're taking it back one step at a time. The flowers are fresher, they're better for the environment, they're better quality, they're better for your community, just everything about it. And if you want to learn more about the cut flower industry, for some really an excellent read, it's a book called Flower Confidential by Amy Stewart, and it really tells the story of where flowers come from, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? And another one that really tells the story is Ellen Frost, who you can meet here this weekend if you're coming. She has an online course with us called Growing Your Business with Local Flower Source. And so, yeah. And so she's a designer that only uses local flowers, and it's about how florists can connect with local farmers and how to manage that, because it's very different than buying from wholesalers. So you can learn more. The ASCFG.org, again, that's ASCFG.org, that's Cut Flower Association. Wealth of information. And of course, there's AmericanFlowersWeek.com, where you can learn more about that. And over on that website, you can find a blog about 9 different ways that you can participate and make a difference in all of this. And part of that is over there, they have free coloring pages you can actually download. And we've had some coloring going on here. They have a coloring page for each state. This is Kansas. This is where Jesse is from. And this is Virginia. That's our flower, right? And so you can download free coloring pages over at the website AmericanFlowersWeek.com. And so it's just another way to help people become aware. People just don't know, y'all. Like maybe many of you didn't know it. I didn't know it. So now we are going to bring Susie Q over here, and she is going to make 5 bouquets really quick. And so I'm going to get out of here.
All right, hello everybody. They're going to zoom me out. So I'm just going to show you how we make our little speed bouquets. And we'll wait. Kelly's moving the camera back for us. That's better. And what I normally do is I think of a canopy. So your bouquet, we're talking about bouquets like you put in a sleeve to take to the farmer's market or to a friend. There's a canopy, and all the flat flowers are going to be part of that canopy, and then spiky flowers will go above. And if you just lay them on the table in the manner that you want them to end up, it saves you a lot of steps. I'm going to make it so you can see as many as you can. You can't see all of these. So first I start with just whatever flower, a sunflower. We have some beautiful green Lisianthus. You're going to want these to stick up just a little bit above the rest of the canopy because they have blooms so far down. And if you have your flowers stripped correctly in the garden, then this can go really, really quick if you're making a bunch of bouquets for, say, a farmer's market. If you want to do just a couple, we've done 40 or 50 or 60, sometimes even more at a time. Your spike wants to stick up a little bit further. So you put your spike up above all the rest. Now I'm going to use a couple of zinnias. And that is part of the canopy. So you put those about the same height as a sunflower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I miss one? Nope, that's it. And now you just go back. I go back with the same flowers that I did originally. You can use any flowers that you have. The more greenery you have, the easier it is to build. And we have some coxcomb today, which really beefs up your bouquets because they're so big. They're just huge. And then we have some triloba, which really brings some va-va-voom to your bouquet. And these, it's fun to let some of them stick up a little bit above the rest of the bouquet, and it just adds more texture to your bouquet. Just a sunflower over here, I think. There we go. Coxcomb. So we can put several sticks of triloba in there. They can go around the edge, they can go in the middle, whatever you think to help hold the other flowers away from each other. It makes your bouquet just look bigger. All right, so now I'm going to go back with more Lisianthus. And that beefs it up quite a bit. Some more spikes, stick right above. You can see how quickly this goes. I'm not really paying attention to anything except that everybody gets a flower. So we'll go with another zinnia on the edge. And here's a nice little bouquet. And you know how long it took me to take it. I think I stole my neighbor's coxcomb. We're kind of on a, but you can see how beautiful that is. You can make it bigger or smaller depending on what size bouquet you're making and what you want to charge for it. But this, a quick cut, a rubber band, some flower food, and then if you're using sleeves, you can put it in a sleeve. We used to take ours to the farmer's market in just buckets. If we were selling them to a grocery store or taking them to a friend, we might put it in a sleeve or even decorate a craft sleeve or put the decorative green, new green sleeves that we have that look so pretty with these.
Great.
Yep, so I was going to show you my favorite thing to do with these bouquets is to cut them short. Don't be afraid to cut them short. And when I say short, I mean off with their heads. You always want to be careful that your hand is not in the path of the clippers. And this might be a little small for this, but we're still going to put it in there. And what a beautiful little bouquet you have for your table, and you can see over your flowers to whoever's sitting at the other side. So this is one of my favorite containers for bouquets, and this is just a quick idea on how to make some beautiful bouquets really quick.
So shouldn't we put a couple of those together so we can sleeve them when
Sure.
we're, yeah, so we need to.
Some rubber bands, please. And you can see this sunflower, the head's up a little bit higher because he's turned sideways. And in the bouquet mix sunflower seed, collect seeds that we sell, they have a more upright, their head sticks upright, and I did pick a few of those. Is there one of those in there? Actually, I think this one is. So this is the Horizon. You can see it sticks straight up, which you can see better if you have it in a low container like that. You see how quickly they get cut and sleeved and bouqueted.
Look how beautiful that is. I put two of hers together. How beautiful. And quick, y'all, I remember the days of taking hours to make 10 bouquets to go to the market. Totally don't have to do that. All right, so sister, so the deal of the day, I'll let Suzanne demonstrate. So the deal of the day is we're gonna help you to wrap up your bouquets.
Can you come back in some, Kelly?
And be beautiful for 20% off. So Susie Q is gonna take her bouquet and she is gonna use our new green bouquet sheets.
Get your camera fixed back. There we go. So we have the bouquet. So you just slip the sheet over like this. Stick your hand in the other sleeve and pull it right through. And then what a beautiful display you have there. And then we always put a pack of flower food on. So the deal of the day is 20-inch large craft sleeves, which is a 10-pack.
Right.
The green bouquet sheets, which is also a 10-pack. And then a 50-pack of the fresh flower food that you can use to send it to your end customer or if you're taking flowers to a friend. So isn't that beautiful?
And so that is regular. If you bought all three of those items, normally it'd be $26.15. You're gonna save about $5.23 for $20.92. And I'll tell you what was behind us actually doing this is I have gifted bouquets in the last 3 weeks, and every single time I thought, I'm gonna put them in a sleeve. It just makes traveling with them and protects them. And I thought, I'm gonna put one of those green sleeves in there. Y'all, it like ramps up your bouquet. Look how beautiful that is. So the deal of the day is you get a 10-pack of craft, a 10-pack of the sleeves, or the sheets, and the 50-pack of the flower food. And whether you're gifting or selling, and if you're selling at a farmer's market, friends, you just say, I have additional gift wrap ready. Charge more for them. You don't have to just include that and absorb it in what you're currently selling, because that just really takes your bouquets over the top. So Susie Q does such a great job, doesn't she, making those bouquets? So friends, this time of the year is all about cutting flowers and everything flowers. These are the shears and the pouch that I actually use. And actually, here is my pouch with my shears missing because I was just using them across the table. So this is mine. This is literally my original pouch. Why I love these pouches and why I still own this pouch is this has a clip that goes on my pocket of my pants or my shorts. You don't have to wear a belt. And that way, that's just you come out in the morning, I put on my pouch, I get my gloves, and I'm ready to go for the day. So you can purchase the set for $55.95, or both of these items are available separately in the app. Okay, so totally love these, and they're bonsai shears actually, and they're super light, and they're a little bit smaller than what I used to use Felco number 2, but now these just work better for my hands. So friends, this is what's called a rose stripper, but friends, this is what you can use for sunflowers, for hydrangeas, anything that's a tough strip on your hands, meaning even with your gloves on, it's just really hard on your hands. And for those of us that are, I'm 63, your hands just can't take but so much, right? So I need a stem of something to snap this onto, even if I can't strip it like sister, a sunflower probably with a heavy, oh wait, here's one, I got something. So I haven't ever done a celosia. This is a little bit small, but we're gonna try it, y'all. So I am just clipped that around the stem, and literally you just pull it. It's like the leaf eater, y'all. On hydrangeas and sunflowers where it's tough, I would just do it out in the garden before you even cut them. go down and just strip them. So that is the stem stripper, and that is $19.95, and that's just one of those tools you always want to have in your toolbox to use. So, you know, again, this time of the year, we have harvest buckets being prepared every week, and every bucket gets a CVBN tablet. So this is a tablet. It's a chlorine product that is a pre-treatment. It does not replace flour food. We put one in every bucket so that it kills any bacteria that's present, as well as when you put that stem in the water, it dumps a bunch of trash in the water, debris, and instantly the bacteria starts to develop. These pills delay or prevent that from actually happening, and it just buys you a couple of more days time with your flowers. So there's 80 pills in each bottle. One bottle is $18.95, or you can get 2 bottles for $29.95. And these are, we put them in every harvest bucket, but there are some flowers that are called the dirty dozen. Those pollute the water more than other flowers. Think zinnias, sunflowers, marigolds, celosia. Think of the flowers for the vases that get cloudy water really quick. That's what these were really, really effective for. So Quick Dip, which is a hydrator, is something that we use in 2 different ways. The way it's intended for you to use is to pour it straight out of the bottle into a shallow dish. And when you have flowers that have hydrating problems, they're wilted or they were just shipped in or whatever, that you just dip the ends into the liquid for just a few, like 15 to 20 seconds, just pretty shallowly. And that just opens up the stem to receive water to fix the wilting. We have also learned that putting 2 tablespoons of hydrator in every harvest bucket for those needy crops, like I'm thinking basil, rudbeckia, those things that often wilt no matter what we do, hydrator, Quick Dip is the best. This is a 16-ounce bottle, and it's $17.95, and that will really, really save you. So if you're a flower farmer and you're selling to supermarkets or florists, you need to bring holding solution into your lineup of products. So we put our CVB in the bucket, and then if we're going to florist, this holding tea bags are just the vehicle that delivers the holding solution. Holding solution is basically flower food minus some of the nutrition, because we don't want flowers to be moving really fast until they get to their end customer, right? So holding solution means that you can hold them. Keeps the water clean, keeps the pH proper, and it provides enough food to keep the blooms developing but not pushing them open. So this comes in 2 sizes for a gallon or a half a gallon of water, and you just drop it into your bucket, and that way it keeps your flowers healthy but not moving along. And this is what you use while selling to supermarkets or to florists, or if you're sitting on flowers for more than a couple of days. So the small tea bags are $18.95, and the large tea bags are $36.95. And it just continues the whole, it's like the next step for your flowers of making them last longer.
And the Seed Talk episode?
Yes.
Dropped, isn't that about?
Oh, yeah. So it's on our Seed Talk podcast with Lane and Lisa, we just dropped a podcast about that. So you can check that out. Now, we have 2 different, which one's bulb?
I think this is fresh and that's bulb.
Yeah, that's bulb. Okay, so the next step in the story, when the flowers get to where they're going, it's fresh cut flower food all the way. These are the little packets you see people get with their flowers, and this provides nutrition, which keeps the foliage green, keeps the buds opening, but it also has a biocide in it and a pH balancer, so it keeps it so the stems can drink water, but they don't grow stuff in the water. So a 50 pack of the quart packs are $11.95, or 100 of these quart packs is $19.95. Or we have a half size of this. It's the pint size for smaller vases. You get 100 little packets for $12.95. Flower food really works, and you see that really evidently more in garden flowers than in store-bought flowers. So check those out. Now, this is what's called bulb cut fresh flower food. It's a tongue twister, y'all. So what's the difference in this and the other food? So this is for flowers that have been grown from bulbs. Think lilies, dahlias, daffodils, anything that grew from a bulb or a tuber, right? What this is regular flower food like was in the last one I just showed you, but this also has an additional hormone in it that helps bulb-grown flowers for their foliage to stay green and for the blooms to keep opening. So if you're doing a mixed bouquet and it has one lily in it, there's no reason not to use this. It doesn't hurt other flowers, it just helps the bulb flowers. So the bulb food comes in a 50 pack for $11.95 or a 100 pack for $19.95. So that goes with your customer. Now, that deal of the day stuff is available individually, and that's what this is. This is the 20-inch craft sleeve, and I think Suzanne's gonna show you here. So that is what we just put that mixed bouquet in, right? And you can get a 10 pack of these for $6.25 or a 50 pack for $24.95. Now, the sleeves come in another size also. So that's what we always use for our mixed bouquets. This is the 12-inch craft bouquet sleeve. And this is a 10 pack for $5.25 or a 50 pack for $21.95. This is what we sold, especially to our supermarkets, straight bunches, like it would be 5 zinnias or 3 coxcomb. So this is just a smaller version of that. Now, the clear bouquet sleeves, which, oh, sorry, turn it around. Sorry, y'all, technical difficulty. So some customers, commercial customers, require clear bouquets for their own reasons, right? And that's how you put that on. And why some of them required or preferred those is exactly why. You can see the flowers through the side, right? So the 50 pack of the clear bouquet sleeves are $29.95. And it just depends. You can put your sticker on all of them. So that works really, really well. Now, these green woven sheets are pretty awesome, y'all. And they're reusable. So, I mean, your customers will bring them back to you probably. It's a 10 pack and it just ups the game, right? And just highlights the flowers. A 10 pack is $7.95. How big are these? That's what I was just looking for. These are like 20 by 20, I think, is the size of them. And they come pre-cut with a hole in them. They're a non-woven material. It's porous, so it breathes. It's got an X pre-cut in it. And the lime green, we just feel like goes with every color flower. And you can use it in the craft sleeves or you could use it in the clear sleeves. It's just your personal preference.
Works great in gift bags too.
Oh yeah,
reuse.
yeah, we're using them in gift bags. So a 10 pack is $7.95 or a 50 pack is $31.95, and they are 20 by 20. So this just ups your game. I mean, as far as a gifting person, you'll love having it, but at a market, I'm telling you, people will love to uptick their bouquets with that. All right, so Susie Q is going to show us how to use these flower frogs. I'm sorry, I thought that's what you...
Okay. So this is which is up first? The bronze. I'll show you the bronze first. This is the bronze, and this is just a mason jar frog, and it fits on any standard mason jar. So the little jars have this size mouth, and then this is a big one that has the standard size mouth. So this would be the bronze, and here I have this is called the chicken wire. I have it on display here to show you, but this is the most impressive thing. You can put your flowers in and they stay exactly where you put them. Look how amazing that is. And you can make a few flowers just look gorgeous with just this little mason jar and this little frog. So the mason jar frog in the bronze is a single pack for $8.95, 2 pack for $15.50, 3 pack for $21.50, and then the chicken wire is the same prices. Get several of these. They're great to have on hand in case you need a quick girlfriend friend gift, or you can put them on a mason jar and take them to a friend as a gift with flowers in them. So be sure to get your mason jar lids. Everybody's got a mason jar. Next up, I don't have a vase for this one. So this is our little Easy Arranger, another perfect gift. The Easy Arranger You just bend down over a vase. Do I have one back here?
Lucy's looking.
No, I don't have one. We're looking for one. Well,
Right
give me a
there, the mason jar.
Yeah, give me a mason jar. I'll do it. So this is just another mason jar, and you can just simply push it down over the edges, and it turns into a little flower frog on this mason jar. Bigger vases, you can also push it down inside the front, and it works the same way as the. Well, here they brought me a big one, easier for you to see.
And that's the best thing is see how she's changing it. It's interchangeable.
Yeah, it's interchangeable. Another great girlfriend gift, and it just makes all of the flowers stay exactly where you put them, and it just makes your bouquet stand up and stand out.
Almost
And
like jewelry, isn't
it
it?
is, and you can also hang little crystals or decorate these. I've seen them done different ways. The 1-pack is $8.95, 2-pack is $15.50, and the 3-pack is $21.50. And they come individually wrapped, so you can give them to 3 different people as gifts. And I think they come looking a little different than this now, don't they, Susie? Don't they have a brown? They're in a different wrapping, but it's very cute and would make a great gift.
I'll be happy to take when you're ready.
So this is our clear tape. This is Oasis clear tape, and you may have heard Lisa say that one of our florists had a girl that she did nothing all day except for put tape on little square vases. This works so easy, and it's clear, so you can use it on glass. So you just simply stick it on there, you cut it, and then you make a grid, and it does the same thing. It holds these flowers into place, and it's clear. I wouldn't use it that tall, but you know, a smaller flower. So you can make a beautiful little bouquet from a little vase, which is difficult. You use a lot of flowers if you just stuff the flowers in there, but with this grid, you can get away with a little greenery and a few flowers and make them go a lot further. So the clear tape is 60 yards, which is a lot. This could like last you forever if you're just doing a few things around the house. And it's $8.95. Another great gift for, you know, a garden club girlfriend. So the clear tape we love. Next up is our candle ring vase. And you just take a candle, and then these little acrylic vases come with a little top on it with its own little flower frog. It does come in a 2-pack. You simply slide this over the top. Hand me the triloba. You just slide it over the top and stick a few flowers in, and you have an instant beautiful little arrangement on your table. And I'm just going to pluck off some triloba here, and they don't have to be very long. So you just stick a few little flowers in there, and it's beautiful. You could get little clover or violas out of your lawn, or anything out of your landscape would work. It's just a beautiful addition to your table that is very, very simple. So the candle vases are $14.95 for a 2-pack. Again, great gift. Everyone, when we sell these at shows, people were amazed and couldn't believe that these existed and had to have one, had to get one for a friend.
Made in USA.
Yes, they're made in the USA. So next we have the Stay Put candle grip, which I used on this candle I just showed you. This is like a little grippy sponge. You simply place it on the top of your candle holder, you push your candle down, and guess what? It stays where you put it for a long time. We reuse these over and over, and if you have a larger candle, you just put 2 or 3 around, and then they'll hold it in place as well. The Stay Put candle grips are $8.95, and they come in an 8-pack, and again, we keep them and just use them from year to year. And again, great gift. Stocking stuffer. You know, I saw somewhere where it's like 6 months till Christmas. Just saying. Oh my God. Okay, so coated floral netting. Just went over the edge. Coated floral netting. This is like chicken wire with a coating over it so it doesn't rust, but this is a little gentler than chicken wire on your hands. You just simply open this up and cut a square piece, and then you crumple it. They're looking for it. Susie and Lisa are on the floor back here looking for it. You crumple it up into a ball, and you just stuff it in a crock, usually not something see-through. You just stuff it down in the crock. You can't even see it, and it will hold even sunflowers. Lisa uses this for church, and it'll hold even big sunflowers up when it's the right size. Let me push it down in there some more. There you go. Let's try this.
Maybe
Let's
there's
try this
something wrong
again.
with that wire today.
This wire has been used a long time. It's just it needs to be sturdy in the bottom of the thing there. Let's try this again. And this sunflower is not very tall. There you go, no hands. Okay, so it holds, again, the flowers in place and lets you use it for even larger stem flowers. You just want to have a bigger piece than this for this size vase. Just make sure you have enough for whatever size container you're using. And if they're big stems, be sure you put a little bit extra so that it's packed in there and holds them up and straight. Coated floral netting is $7.95, and this is 48 inches by 12 inches. So this again will last you a long time if you're using it for home use. Have some on hand. Next is our vase brush. This is the best thing ever to wash anything you can't get your hands down into, like a vase, hummingbird feeder, humidifiers. We use it for our irrigation filters. So anything you can't get your hand down in there, this will fit. It's kind of a plasticky, kind of foamy material, so it bends, and this bends. So if you have a strange shaped vase, you can still get down into the ends and get that stuff out. So the vase brush is $12.95. And if there's something you really can't get out of a vase, an Efferdent tablet, like you clean dentures with, in a little water, let it sit. Use this, it'll come right out. All right, now the flower and herb drying rack. So I'm gonna show you this picture first. If you have your own little home cutting garden and you'd like to dry some of them, but you really don't have a place to do it, this is a beautiful way to display your flowers after you've used them. So you can see the rack just hangs, and it comes with hooks so that you can hang your flowers to dry. And again, it makes a great gift because it has this cute little display on the card that shows you how to use it. And this is $26.95. We dry all of our flowers that we don't use. If you have an abundance, hang them up somewhere and they may have a second life and in a dried wreath or something. Next up, we have the TGW t-shirt. These, all of our employees will be sporting these tomorrow in the open farm, but it has our logo on the lapel, and then on the back, it has everyone's favorite feet. Of course, this is me. I didn't know we were going to be taking pictures of our feet that day. This is Bobo, this is Kelly, this is Lisa, and this is Babs. This was before Tucker. This was our golden retriever on the farm, farm dog Babs. And just a cute color, light and comfortable. Support the Gardener's Workshop with a t-shirt, $22.95, comes small up to extra large. And we would love to see you wear one tomorrow at the open farm. We do have them at the warehouse. You could buy one in person. Now here's Lisa's favorite and my favorite pith hat. My hair needs a hat today. So this is the pith helmet hat. It's $45.95. I wear this at home, out working on my landscape. I wear it here on the farm. It's adjustable inside. It has this adjustable headband. This is a little sweatband that you can take off and wash. But the most important part is you see this gap? Air can get through there. It's like you're carrying a shade tree or an umbrella around with you, and there's air moving under your hat, keeping you cooler. And I did fall off of a ladder wearing this once, trying to work on some shrubs, and it dented the helmet. It's hard and did not dent my head, so I'm pretty sure it saved my life, but it's very hard. Water rolls right off this when it rains, so you're not going to have it dripping down in your face, and you can see it keeps the sun out of my eyes. So the hat, the male people knew what they were doing when they wear this hat. It will keep you cooler, and we make it cool, of course. $45.95. Next up is a giveaway reminder. If you'd like to hit the book right side up or upside down that Lisa and Jesse signed, the handbook, please be sure to hit the buy button now. You're not buying anything, you're just getting on the list. You must be present to win, and we will call your name out. You just have to comment that you're here at the end of the show, and we'll mail it to you. So hope you guys win that. Good luck on that. All right, so now I'm turning it over to Lisa, and we have a bunch of flowers to show you.
All right, friends, so we're going to go through our harvest now, and I always started off by saying you buy the seeds when you meet the flower, and you can buy seeds year-round when you store them properly. Desiccants are a big part of that. You want to keep your seeds cool and dry, and that ensures their vitality. And these desiccants, a 2-pack is $2.95, a 10-pack is $9.95, and this will keep your seeds viable. So don't be afraid to buy seeds when you meet the flowers. So first up, Oh my gosh, y'all, I just love this stuff. This is Lambada Monarda. It's very different than all the other bee bombs. We totally love this. We're at the end of our first flush of these. This is a great one, super hardy. Love this one. So we're looking at, these are all cool flowers. This was actually fall planted. And so that is Monarda Lambada. And then y'all, this is our dill bouquet. And you can see the heads are starting to set seed, which is really my favorite. I love every stage, but this stage in the bloom is when it's the most hardy. It just does not. And here's one that's a little bit younger. It has yellow flowers on it. Dill bouquet. It's a cool flower, y'all. Totally love that. And now this one you can get on the wait list for when it becomes available. Y'all, this is Tweedia. This is a new cool flower. It's always been a cool season hardy annual. We just learned that it was a cool season hardy annual. So we're experimenting with this. Look at that blue, y'all. I mean, that is just a spectacular color. Now, I'm gonna be totally honest. These are last week's flowers, but I wanted y'all to see them. This is Didiscus, y'all. If you remember, so last week when you saw them, they were just starting to bloom. This is what they look like. This is how they should look in your customer's vase. They're totally developed, so beautiful. This started out deep lavender and it is faded. I mean, these are just amazing. Again, these are another cool flower, and I believe that's waitlisted, isn't it? See, oh, we have that?
We have blue, but not, or we have lavender, but not white.
Okay.
Very few.
Yeah. So, love that. And here it is in white. I think this one is waitlisted. I mean, who doesn't love this? I just love this flower, y'all. Really, really beautiful. So this is white Didiscus. And these were actually very early spring planted. And they are just really beautiful. And then y'all know my favorite family. We're into the Rudbeckias, y'all. This is Prairie Sun. That's the green-eyed Susan, one of my favorites. Rudbeckia is fall planted up to winter hardiness zone 5. And these were actually very early spring planting. We're into our second bloom season for these guys. Really beautiful. That's really useful in bouquet making because the color's so versatile, right? And look at these, y'all. This is Chimchimney. Oh my gosh, I love this. And you know, planting these guys all at the right time make them super tall and useful. So that's Chimchimney. And then this guy, this is Denver Daisy. And these are doubles and semi-doubles, and they have that velvety dark center. These are really beautiful. Really beautiful. And I will say that the native bees seem to be drawn to that dark center more than any of the others. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe they just stand out more because it's dark. I don't know. And then here is my old big time favorite. I have a new replacement for it, which has yet to come. This is Goldilocks. She's still special, y'all. This is the easiest Rudbeckia to strip of all of them. And so this is a double, and they're smaller. The earliest first Rudbeckia to bloom on our farm. We fall and very early spring plant, and look what it does. This one is so famous for doing fasciation. Our customers thought that was the coolest thing ever. So don't be afraid of that. And here's my new favorite. This is Maya. Look at those beautiful double blooms, y'all. They're just beautiful. Love them when they're green in the center. That's earlier in the development, y'all. Love that. And then Suzanne used most of this for the bouquets, but y'all, Rudbeckia triloba. This is was a huge bouquet builder on our farm. And if you're coming to the open farm tomorrow, here's some more. If you're coming to the open farm tomorrow, we have a huge habitat island of this because the finches, the native bees, and the bouquet makers all love this equally.
Lemon?
Yes. So, how about some basil? So this is lemon, which is definitely customer's favorite. The foliage is lighter in color, and it smells like lemon, y'all. And we succession, so we're into warm now. Triloba ended the cool, now we're into warm. We succession plant all of this. This is cinnamon, and look at how different they look. Look how much lighter the lemon is, and that's why I love the lemon throughout the summer, but as we move into the end of the summer, cinnamon with its darker flower and darker stem is really useful also. And then this one we want to be sure to have for fall bouquets. One stick is enough, y'all. This is Purple Ruffles. Really love that one. And then we actually have a mix of the bouquet of the lemon and the cinnamon. We call it the bouquet mix basil, and that's because it has lemon and cinnamon. You don't have to buy both. You can get them both in one seed packet. And so Genovese, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. This is what you make pesto out of, y'all. And so this is a really hardy variety that is very, very productive, and it is pretty delicious. So that is, we don't use this for cuts. This is an eating, a culinary basil. While you can eat all of them, that's the most common one that people use. And y'all look at this. Jessie cut this yesterday for us. This is the bicolor Audra Gumphrina. Look how long these stems are. Totally love this. I love the habit of Audra over all the other Gumphrinas. Really love that. Really useful. And then all these sunflowers that we're starting every week. Here we go. This is Pro Cut Gold Light, green center. I mean, it goes with everything. That's the thing about this. This is a super light color. And if you aren't on our, if you're not starting sunflowers every week as a flower farmer, you're just leaving money on the table. To puff up your orders, to puff up your bouquets, this is the Pro Cut Bouquet Mix. This has all 4 of the Pro Cut oranges. They have different shades, and some of them, the horizon faces upwards. So it just makes it easy. You plant this every week and you get all 4 of them, right? So that's the Bouquet Mix. And so this is my first harvest of the Texas plumes. And so we don't have all the colors yet, but I just couldn't resist cutting these, y'all. The pinks, the creams, the hot pinks, the dark magentas. This is a super tall mix that we had grown for us, and is just, we couldn't have made bouquets without them. And there's even shrimp. Totally love that. Celosia has always been in our top 10. Plumes and crescent and the coxcomb. So this is the Selway. Selway is a Celosia plumosa, and Selway is a series, and there's different colors. This is the terracotta. The growth habit on this series is amazing. Very stiff, strong stems, and that is just a really great color. This is the salmon. Only when you see them growing side by side, you can see that this is a paler kind of color. The terracotta is a little darker, but really love that. And this is one of my very favorite plumes. It looks pretty simple, doesn't it? But this is High Z. I love the maroon stem, the beautiful green foliage, and these magentas with orange and hot pink. This just sets your bouquet off. And I do grow all these and have always grown all these. And then we have Sylphid is finally starting. This is a great go with anything plume. So that is Celosia Sylphid. And then here's a favorite for many of us. This is Flamingo Feather. And it's a great kind of a blushy kind of color. Really love that one. What's that? Oh, so now we have 3 coxcombs here, 2. Actually, tell you, if you'll bring the persimmon up here too, that's that dark orange one. I'm going to show you 3, and I'm going to show you what they look like together because you need to grow all of them, y'all. So this is the Orange Queen Improved. Beautiful, beautiful, hot color. So pretty. Then look at this one. This is Jura Salmon. This is, you're going to see that when I put them together, you're going to see how different they are. We had this seed grown for us. This is a very limited availability. Will not be, and we did not have it grown this year. Really love the Jura Salmon. And then this is, I have one in between. Let me do this one first. The next guy up is, this is Kramer's mix. This mix is the best for drying coxcomb. It was hybridized to hold its color the best. Has green, has burgundy, and it has rose in it. So this is the Kramer's mix. Really love that. So this is yet another orange. This is persimmon, which is really a deeper, darker orange. Really, yeah. I'm gonna really, really love that. And I'm just gonna show you the comparison of all three of these together, and you can see just how really different they are. And I'm gonna hold them back a little bit. So this is the Jura salmon, and this is the queen, and this is the persimmon. This is a definite contrast, but if you're doing event work, that kind of thing, the Jura salmon is definitely a softer, quieter salmon, and then there's the queen. But of course, I grow them all because we can sell them all. We sold all of them, and look at this. This is the rose coxcomb. Oh, went out of order a little bit. Sorry, Susie. This is like cotton candy color. This is great for summer bouquets. It's just a bright, happening color. Really love that. So let's do Chief Mix next. And that's all of them, y'all. It doesn't have the oranges. It doesn't have Jura salmon. This has persimmon in it as well as some other colors. Look how big and beautiful these are. We sold these at supermarkets in bunches, y'all. We never had enough. I don't know what they did with it all. I think they were eating it or something. And then you can also buy all those Chief Mix colors individually, and this is one of them. This is the gold. And as Susie Q showed you in the bouquet, one nice coxcomb in a bouquet just really adds great color and just fills up the space.
Are you still planting coxcombs?
Yes, we succession plant. We've got baby ones for people to see when they come here tomorrow. So yes, we are still starting and planting coxcomb and plumes. It's all about your first frost date, y'all. You've got it, and the Cut Flower Handbook walks you through all of that, figuring out your dates. So y'all, we should have called this Zinnia Week. We have some of the most beautiful zinnias. So these are all Benary's Giants, and this is the yellow. And this is just such a great color, right?
Salmon.
And then this is salmon. And this is a really hot color these days, right? And they're just so very pretty. So very pretty.
Carmine.
Carmine. And this is carmine. And I described this one as watermelon. That's how I used to put it on my availability list. It was really, again, a very, very popular color.
Purple.
And then we want purple. Y'all, look at this flower. Look at that. Don't you just want to bite it? Look how pretty these are. I mean, our garden has so many zinnias. We left so many of them out there for people to see tomorrow. It is so beautiful.
Pink.
And then this is bright pink. This is the official girl baby shower flower. We actually provided 400 pink zinnias to somebody once for an event in June just for that.
Orange.
And then let me see that pink again. So here's orange, Benary's Giant. And y'all, just look how awesome pink and orange look together. Don't underestimate the power of pink, you know?
Lilac.
Lilac. And this is lilac. This is a softer color. And these are all Benary's Giants. And then we have white. And my favorite time to harvest a white zinnia is right there, y'all. See how it still looks green inside? That's before it's fully developed. This, see how it's got the little florets popped in the middle? That's too old, y'all. It already looks dirty in the center. You need to be cutting them when they're like this. How beautiful is that? Oh, I just love white. All right, so next
So we're
up,
gonna do either deep red.
where's coral?
I think we might have it back to you.
The tallest one. See how y'all, I've been doing this so long, unfortunately, I can tell the colors from 50 paces. This is coral, which is really a favorite. I love growing this for fall. And yes, we're still starting zinnias and planting them. And then we have deep red, which is this one. And this is another great fall color. This is one of the most recent additions. And this is how, I forgot I did that. This is how I like to cut them. See how the center has no florets? See how these all have that yellow flower popped? This is why our customers loved our zinnias. as commercial customers. They didn't look like zinnias, y'all, because they don't have that yellow flower. I just saw another. I even like it when the petals are immature a little bit. Love that. Then we have scarlet red, which is like fire engine red, right? That is really a great 4th of July. How many zinnias, red zinnias, can you sell 4th of July? About a bazillion. This is wine, and look how beautiful that is. That's the perfect cutting stage for me. Really love the wine. And then this is the lime green, and I'm going to show you an old lime green after I show these. Lime green is a love or hate. People either love them or hate them, but these are just like white. I have a dirty one in here. Here's a good example. See how it just looks dark right there? That's just because it's more mature, y'all. The center is starting to develop seed and it makes it look dirty. And when you're white or pale yellow, that makes a difference. And so those are all the Benary's giant colors. Look at this. This is Uproar Rose. She's a special hybrid. She's in a different family and she's incredibly productive, and you will not, it's magenta pink. No color in Benary's that competes with that. Then this little baby is Zowie. This is definitely a keeper for fall, y'all. Look at that. It's like a flame inside, right? Then we have the giant cactus. The colors are just beautiful. And then there's the Inca cactus. This is the orange family. Has some dark ones and some light ones. I mean, would these be great for fall or what? And then let's look at the Queen family, the Queen series. So this orange is kind of odd, but this is in the Queen series. She's contributed. So that is the Queen orange. And
Red.
then
Queen lime red.
this is Queen lime red. These are perfect for fall, y'all. They're very romantic.
Mix.
And then this is the Queen Mix, which has all the different colors in it, which if you're just meeting the series, that is definitely what I recommend. And this is Queen Lime Orange, my favorite. Love that. And look at this, y'all. Stand by. This is the Queen Lime Peach. I mean, this is the sweetest color ever.
Oklahoma. Yeah, we skipped Oklahoma, I think.
Oh,
Keep it in
Oklahoma. Here's the little Oklahoma, which is my go-to favorite. It has all the colors. This is the mix, and it's just a smaller zinnia.
Is that all we missed in the zinnia family? All those colors.
Y'all look at this. This is Lime Light Millet. Look how beautiful that is. Dries beautiful, fresh beautiful. And I cut it from this stage right here. See where it's just emerging? That's perfect in bouquets, but if you're doing some big work or want to dry, just leave it in the garden longer, and this is what happens to it. Love Lime Light Millet.
Afternoon.
This one. This is Afternoon White Cosmos. It's Cosmo time, y'all. How beautiful are they? Rubenza, he had his week last week, right? We had a huge bunch then. Look how, and I love these because they fade to almost like a stone wash denim situation. This is a fall for sure keeper. And then this is Double Click Violet bicolor. How beautiful are these, y'all? Really pretty. I mean, think of this in the fall. They're beautiful now, but think of fall stuff, a fall table. And then this, more double clicks. This is Bonbon. They're double. They're absolutely beautiful. And then speaking of fall, look at this. We have a huge haul of double clip cranberries. How pretty is that? And then this is become my favorite white Cosmo, and this is Fizzy White. Fizzy, why I love it, has a ruffle around the center. She seems to last a little bit longer than many of the others too. Really love Fizzy White. All right, friends, that's all the flowers I have. Except I got a whole garden full. I hope you're coming tomorrow. So remember to stick around for our Q&A at the end. And remember that we have a big website and it is full of free resources for you. We have videos, blogs, our podcast. You know, we have 2 podcasts, Field and Garden, and then we also have Seed Talk with Lisa and Lane. And the one that dropped yesterday was Flower Conditioning Products and Process. So how perfect is that, right? So this coming Wednesday, I'm actually hosting Ask a Flower Farmer. That would be over on our Instagram account, Gardeners Workshop Farm. And from 12:30 to 1 o'clock, I take as many questions as possible and do my best to answer them. And remember to meet us back here next Friday, same time, same place. Next week, it's going to be seed starting with the Swift Blocker, which is the bigger commercial line of soil blockers. And so now we have a drawing. So Jesse, do you want to come over here and where'd the book go?
Below you.
I know it's not down there. All right, so Jesse's here. And so Jesse, how's it been coming to Virginia?
It's been amazing. We have been super busy and super accomplished, and I'm so happy to be here for the new set and all that, and I'm looking forward to Open Farm as well, and it's been great to see everyone in person
Yeah.
for the first time.
So the giveaway today is our book, the Cut Flower Handbook. It'll be signed by myself and Jesse, and we have a winner, and I just so hope you're here. So who's our winner, Jesse?
Patty Russell.
All right, Patty, if you're here, give us a big shout out in the comments, because you're going to need, if you don't have an account in Comments Sold, you're going to need to give us your mailing address. And so we can send you this book that's been signed by both of us, as well as you'll get the PDF download, the flowers that didn't make the book, and we just can't wait to send that to you. So congratulations. And so stick around, y'all, for the live Q&A. And thanks so much for joining us. So let's see some questions here. All right. Oh, I love the first question. Are Rudbeckias perennials in zone 7 or annuals? So that is something. Oh, Patty's here. Great, Patty. Congratulations. And you will get a signature from both of us in your book. And so congratulations. So she needs to email her. Huh? Yeah, at info@thegardenersworkshop.com. Send your mailing address and just say, I'm the winner of the book. And we'll get that shipped out to you next week. So Rudbeckias. So this is why we're also confused. There are Rudbeckias that are perennials. There are Rudbeckias that are hardy annuals. And there are Rudbeckias that are biennials. And that's why we're also confused. So I don't grow any of the perennial varieties. Goldstrom is a good example of that one. That's one you plant it and that plant just keeps coming back. All the ones that we grow are what are treated as hardy annuals, and that means that they typically only live a year. Sometimes a plant will live longer than a year, but it's not often. That's the exception instead of the rule. That plant only does a year, but they tend to reseed themselves, so people think they're perennials. So it depends on the variety, but all the ones you see me growing are treated as hardy annuals. We fall plant and then very early spring plant them so that we have a continuous harvest of those. All right. How do I keep my zinnia stems from being floppy if I cut them at the stage that Lisa does? So that's a really great question, and I'll tell you that years ago we had a gal that worked with us who was in the medical profession, and she said, who knew that the most challenge, she worked here because she said it was she worked in the ER for 25 years. She said, who knew that the most challenging job on this flower farm would be to know how to cut a zinnia. And so the zinnias that you see me cut, I have never done the wiggle test, y'all. There's just no time for that kind of stuff. And finding that sweet spot when their stem is stiff enough, but those florets have not popped, it just comes with practice. And cutting twice a week, cutting clean. I mean, that's why it's so helpful to only cut from a cutting garden, y'all. When you cut from a cutting garden, meaning that every flower that's at the harvest stage or older is cut every single time you go out there to cut twice a week. That means there's never any old flowers. There's constant new flowers coming. You will perfect that. So it's really about timing and recognizing that. And I do tend to be the only person around here that seems to know how to do that. That's harvesting. And that's just because some people like them with the florets, but for the florets developed mean that the flower is older, so that means it has less time in the vase, if that makes sense. So practice, and you just have to harvest often and keep your eye out for those. All right. How did you get Triloba blooming already? I'm in North Florida and mine haven't even budded up yet. Well, it's really all about when you planted them. Those Trilobas that we had here this morning, I cut from our habitat island. So that means that they naturally reseeded themselves, typically late summer. And so they planted themselves at the perfect time, meaning they drop the seed and the seed then germinates at the perfect time for them. We don't have a lot, but it's on the verge out there. So usually it's July and August when we have Triloba. I wished it would be later, but it doesn't always happen that way. So Virginia, when we fall plant cool season hardy annuals in the fall, how can we estimate the timing for the harvest, specifically flowers that are not day length sensitive, just to get a general idea? You have to grow them. Because when you fall plant, you plant 6 to 8 weeks before your first frost, then the plants go dormant once winter comes, and they come out of dormancy when your weather begins to warm up. And so we base all of our, I don't ever forecast first off. I never did that, but because we sold the florist and used QuickBooks where we invoiced our florist by the flower, I could look back at last year's sales reports and say, oh, in April, the first week we were selling this, the third week this, in May, and then it's just doing it. So you really cannot have a forecast for fall planting because the dormancy thing kind of throws a curve to that. How long is holding solution good for when out in the heat? So holding solution usually does not used out in the garden. Holding solution is when you're holding flowers. It's already that the flowers, what goes out in the field is the CVBN tablet, and your harvest bucket shouldn't be out in the field more than a few hours, but that wouldn't really affect that. A CVBN tablet is good for up to 72 hours. So I hope that answered your question. So friends, thank you so much. I really hope I'm going to meet some of you guys. If you are coming tomorrow and you watch our show, please give us a big old shout out tomorrow. I want to hear that you watch our live shopping shows on Friday. And come inside and see the set. That's going to be, for me, it's like the garden's gorgeous, but I can't wait for people to see our big set, our setup, which we're still working on, but it's awesome. So thanks for joining us. And until we meet again, friends, ciao.